It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Wilde Brewing Company. And this is the Nebulous Interface Citra and Mosaic Hazy Pale Ale, coming in at 3.9% ABV. It's in a 440 milliliter can. It looks fantastic. Now, Wild Child, I've had a lot of their beer actually, quite a lot of their beer, and it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I started off, I think I bought a beer in Morrison's that I didn't like from them very much. And, I'm sure Wild Child won't mind me saying this. Wasn't a fan of one of the beers that hit Morrison's. And then one of my viewers was like, whoa, forget the supermarket, Morrison's Wild Child, try some of this. And he asked for my address, I gave him my address, and he sent me this big box of Wild Child beers, and the beers were fantastic, they really were. It's Neil Long that sent me the beer. Citra and Amarillo Pale Ale, Hazy Pale Ale, 3.9% ABV. Let's get this out into a glass, see what we get. A little bit of smoke on the can opening, beer in the glass. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Lots and lots of carbonation on this beer. Now, yeah, I'm going to have to put this down. It's almost kind of like growing in the glass. It's a 5-finger white head. Good levels of carbonation. And yeah, it's a hazy number, this one. Leave that there for a moment. Brings me nicely to Bingley Brew Club. Now this is where the beer came from, Bingley Brew Club, fantastic brew club where you pay a monthly fee and you get a box of beer. And the beer comes from the Bingley area of the UK. Bradford, Leeds, Bingley. And you might be thinking, maybe I want beer from like other parts of the country. But, let me explain. In the Bingley area of the UK, Bradford, Leeds, you've got breweries like Salt, Amity Brew Co, Fisky Bear Brewing, Saltaire, Vocation, Magic Rock, Northern Monk, Timothy Taylor's, North Brewing Company, Binney Brew Club, Kirkstall Brewery, Black Sheep, Horsforth Brewery, Wishbone Brewery. It's just, the amount of breweries, and Vocation's there as well. The amount of breweries in that area, I see it as I watched a football match the other day, and the commentator on Sky, it was the Manchester Derby, and he described this match as the capital of football. He said, this is the capital of football. Between these two clubs, Manchester United and Man City, they've won the league over the last 20 years, something like 15 times between them. So 15 times out of 20, the Premier League has stayed in Manchester. So they call it the capital city of football. The same probably could be said with beer. If you want to drink the best beer in the UK, you're probably going to find it in the Bingley area of the UK. Has that beer calmed down yet? There's a link in the description box in this video for Bingley Brew Club. Have a look. Right. I give the beer a chance, an honest chance to sort itself out. There is a widget in the bottom of the glass. So you are going to create that carbonation. But then again, there's lots of widgets in lots of glasses, or etching as I like to call it. Let's get the aroma. Really lovely and fruity. You do get that yeast aroma. It's quite tropical. Peach and mango, passion fruit, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. It smells pretty good. It's just a shame the beer looks the way it does. Let's get in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, it's that. Whenever I pour a beer, let's get the good bits out the way first and foremost. The hops are lovely. Passion fruit, mango, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. The hops are shining in the beer. And it's only because I've drank well in excess of 9,000 beers on the channel that I kind of seem to know what to taste. Whenever you pour a beer that's got a great big head on it, I challenge you to do the same. There's an overriding taste of like a mustiness, like the beer's not able to give off its full potential because of this kind of musty taste in the beer. And that goes side by side. Every single time I've poured a beer with a great big head like this, you get this kind of mustiness. And it's probably an off flavour. You're probably tasting yeast. You're probably tasting yeast, and it's kind of preventing the hops from really, really shining in the beer. Which, of course, is a massive shame, isn't it? Nice sweet malt coming through, nice tasty malt, nice tasty hops. It's just a real shame. And this is the other thing. See, you want to get into your beer. You're desperate to get into your beer. You can't get into it because as soon as you add a little bit more beer to your glass, it froths back up again. The dog. Never mind. I won't tell you. I won't tell you what the dog just did in the conservatory as I'm doing my beer review. Never mind. Never mind. These things happen. Right, I'm going to have to put it down again. Look at that. It's like an ice cream. Let's read up on the beer. We're happy to bring you another low percentage addition to the canned beer range. This time it's a moderately hazy beer brewed using Citra and Amarillo hops for a beautiful tropical and citrus hit to the senses. It really is. Certainly one that you'll be happy to kick back with and enjoy a few. Our story, Wild Child was a kind of garage-based brewery in 2016, and then they kind of went out into brewing bigger, owning a big metal shed somewhere in Leeds, I imagine, and brewing from there. And that's a great success story. It really is. I've had some wonderful beers from Wild Child, and I've had some poor beers from Wild Child. I think this lands, unfortunately, in the could do better. They could do better with this beer. It's a shame because it's tasty for a 3.9% ABV. Plenty of hops, plenty of malt taste, nicely balanced. It's just that kind of yeasty, musty, over-carbonated. It's a bit messy. It's a bit of a messy beer. Let's rate it. It doesn't look great, does it? Pretty decent aroma. Pretty decent taste. Apart from the mustiness. It's unfortunately it's a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Real shame this one. Real shame. But these things happen. These things happen to the best of us, doesn't it? Maybe the next beer I have from Wild Child will be absolutely fantastic. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.